So in this life, we experience thirst, and there's water to quench our thirst. And in this life, we experience hunger, and there's food to feed our hunger. And in this life, we experience a deep longing to be loved. And there is love. And Jesus said, "Blessed or happy are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, because they will be satisfied." There is a hunger and a thirst to be as we ought to be in a place that is approved by God, to be in that place that is right, to be in right standing, and to hunger and thirst for that. Jesus says, happy are you when you hunger and thirst for that. Not because it's just this empty longing, but because we can have that satisfied. And I have found that Jesus wants to satisfy those deep, deep longings. In another place, Jesus said not to worry about the things that we worry about. What are we going to eat? What are we going to wear? And all these things that we chase after and are legitimate concerns. But he says instead, seek the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these other things will be given as well. To let go of some of those desires that are real, those needs that need to be met, and seek after that deep, deep longing for righteousness, to be as I ought to be, and for his kingdom, that place where his will is done, that place that is the only place that truly satisfies, unlike the place where my will is done that never satisfies. The place where God's will is done, when I enter into that, when I seek after that, I find this place of satisfaction. I find this place of rest. I find this place of being who I was truly meant to be. And Jesus invites us into that. And I am so thankful in my life. Recently someone said, if you have a desire for God, you are the richest person alive. And God has given me a desire for him. He's given me a hunger and thirst. And I have found in Jesus that hunger and thirst to find love from God has been satisfied, has been opened up, that doorway to be right with him, to be as I ought to be in his kingdom, that place where his will is done, where things that are done according to his ways. And just, I want to invite you, if you feel that deep hunger, there is a place. God has invited us into that. And whether you have entered into a relationship with Jesus years ago or you never have, if you never have, there's an invitation. Enter in and find what your heart's deepest longings are. And if you have, continue to press in. Continue to take hold of that for which he took hold of us. Continue to reach out and find that and drink of that and be recharged in his love and his righteousness, and to walk in his kingdom, growing in our salvation, pressing on towards him, because that hunger is so good and he satisfies it. And may we reach out. He's not far from any one of us. So I just encourage us all in that. May your walk with God, as you seek him, may you find him more and more. God bless you.